This is the Project Management Podcast. We bring project management topics to beginners and experts. Find us on the web at www.thepmpodcast.com or send your emails to pmpodcast@gmail.com. Hello and welcome to a very short episode of the Project Management Podcast. I am Cornelius Fichtner. Today would have been the day when I had planned to do an episode for you on the differences between project management, program management, and portfolio management. However, I am not feeling well and I have to postpone today's episode to a later date. Normally, being sick is not a problem for me and has not a problem for me. I've been sick in the past and I always found the strength to produce an episode for you. But today is different because I have TMJ. TMJ stands for, and I have to read this here, Temporomandibular Joint Syndrome. This is a condition of pain in your face. To be exact, the pain is in the joints of your lower jaw. The abbreviation TMJ actually refers to the joint itself, but most people actually use it to refer to the disorder. So the disorder is TMD, but everyone calls it TMJ. The result of this is simply this. It's very painful and difficult for me to speak because I can hardly open my mouth. Well, many people would say that the fact that I cannot speak is a blessing. And trust me, I can actually see the humor and irony of this in my current situation. It does make me chuckle, even though it hurts when I laugh. For me, as your host here on the Project Management Podcast, having this TMJ problem is, of course, a real catastrophe. Because if I cannot really speak, then I cannot really produce new episodes for you. However, I already have a couple of interviews scheduled for the coming days, and I don't really have to do much talking during the interviews, just ask the questions. I'm certain that there will be another episode of the Project Management Podcast coming your way in the next couple of weeks. But let us also take a look at my problem here from the point of view of my job. I am a project manager for a financial institution. And what do they say is 90% of a project manager's job? Exactly. It's communication. You cannot believe how my work and my projects are currently suffering because of this TMJ that I have. It is difficult for me to attend meetings because I have a hard time speaking. So instead of talking a lot and voicing my opinion and being part of the discussion on issues, I sit very uncharacteristically quiet in my corner of the meeting room and let the meeting go by. And then later, when I have the time for it, I need to follow up with people one-on-one. In one meeting with a development manager, the pain was actually so great that we decided to stop the one-on-one, the personal meeting, and continue the discussion via email. So we actually had to revert back to a less convenient mode of communication. And lastly, I am also the president of the Project Management Institute of Orange County. And this week alone, we had 2 events in the evenings that I attended, and I had to do some talking at both. This kind of a job problem is a real damper on my professional life. I would not have expected it, that this could influence me this much. But enough of this complaining and crankiness. I am now taking good care of myself. I'm trying not to speak too much and rest my jaw. I am regularly going to a chiropractor and a masseuse, and I hope to get back to normal soon. And trust me, you will be the first ones to know. Before I go, however, I have one final announcement, and that is the announcement for the official launch of the Project Management Prepcast. On Sunday, the 28th of January 2007, the premium edition of the Project Management Prepcast will officially be launched. If you are planning to take the PMP exam and would like to use a podcast to help you on the way, please stop by at www.pmprepcast.com to subscribe. Until the end of April 2007, the cost for your subscription is ridiculously low at $24.99 for a full year's subscription. And you may wonder, how can I do this other podcast even though I have this TMJ problem and I have trouble speaking? Very simple. Many of the shows are already pre-recorded. That's it for today. Thank you very much for listening, and thank you also very much for caring. The fact that you care to subscribe and listen to the Project Management Podcast, and the fact that you also care and listen to what is going on in my life at this time means a lot to me. Thank you very much. Until next time.